From epic monster showdowns to mysterious hidden worlds, we all know the larger-than-life characters that are Godzilla and King Kong. And now they are back and better than ever in the latest installment of the franchise Godzilla Kong, The New Empire, as they now face a threat beneath the Earth's surface. Will they be able to save the world and humanity or destroy it all in the process? Let's take a look.
It's a bit rough and ready, but it should hold.
It's good. It looks good, Trapper.
Damn good.
He's either going to love it or he's going to rip it off with his teeth.
And joining us now is one of the stars of the film, Rebecca Hall. Great to have you back with us again.
Good to be back. Thanks
it's
for having me.
Amazing graphics that we see throughout the movie. It's so impressive, and you really feel like we do get immersed into this planet beneath the layers and surface, and it really is fascinating. So you've reprised your role once again as Eileen Andrews, a scientist. You've described her before as the Jane Goodall of Kong. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's actually how Adam Wingard, the director, pitched it to me when he asked me to do the first one. He was trying to describe what my sort of job was, even though she is nominally a sort of interpreter, linguist, expert in sort of ancient languages or whatever, but she's also a proprietor and a caretaker of the monsters, of the Titans. And initially it's Kong, and then in the first one she goes on all the various adventures that she has with her adopted daughter Gia, who becomes close to Kong, who can communicate with him with sign. And in this one, yeah, it's now Dr. Andrews is looking after all the monsters, really, and sort of being the interface between them and the human world.
What is it that attracts you to this character and the Monsterverse, too?
I mean, it's movies, isn't it? It's like, it's pure popcorn,
really
larger-than-life delight. It's like, it's sort of everything that you know, when you dream about wanting to take part in movies as a kid, you want to be in one of these. You want to be, and also the mythology of Kong and Godzilla. I mean, they're old mythological figures, like, you know, in the same way that Greek myths have monsters in. This is our monsters. We just have the better tech to do the CGI. Did
you grow up with an awareness of Kong and Godzilla, or this is something that you really had to kind of brief yourself on prior to the
No, I think it's steeped into everyone's consciousness. I was aware of it in the same way that I think I don't know that I was like a super fan or anything like that, but I was definitely aware. The fact that Gia, who was a deaf actress played by Kaylee Hottle, who was at the centre of it, saving the world in the last one, and at the centre of the action in this one, I think is a really a fantastic aspect to this film, that representation is happening for her, for the deaf community. And I think that I love Eileen Andrews. I think she's a sort of interesting blend of being a working mum, who happens to have an incredibly high-stakes job that involves, you know, the potential end of the world, as well as trying to juggle being the mum of a teenager in this one.
So this is the 5th film in the Monsterverse. Explain to viewers how this is different, what they can expect.
It is technically the 5th film in the Monsterverse, but from my perspective, it's sort of like the second collab of the Godzilla Kong team-up, as it were, like in this one even more so. And I think the things that you loved about Godzilla versus Kong, you can expect to love and some in this one. It's bigger, it's brassier, it's funnier, it's sillier. It has a sort of punk rock aesthetic mixed with a kind of family fun goofiness. You
mentioned your relationship with Gia, who you've adopted as your daughter here. Explain to us how your relationship kind of evolves.
Well, in the first one, she's definitely a kid, and I think Andrews is sort of, you know, working out how to be a mum. She's maybe the kind of person who, you know, it's not a conventional parenting world to bring a child into, and she maybe wouldn't have done it had circumstances not made it, you know, the only thing she could do. And I think this one, you've got all that, but you've got the normal challenges of a kid hitting puberty and adolescence and individuating and having autonomy and all the things that parents have around that time about, like, trusting their kid to be have responsibilities and go off on their own. It's
and even
just...
bring her along on the journey.
Yes. No, Andrews always brings her along on the journey, which is perhaps questionable. But on the other hand, she's a vital asset to the mission, you know.
Rebecca, thank you so much for joining us. And we want to let our viewers know you can watch our film Godzilla Kong, The New Empire in theaters March 29th.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.